Yo, what is happening? Welcome to the Turkey Day edition of Couch Doodles Live. I'm your host, Fragaboom, comic book veteran of 28 years, Imagine Ninja, Ninjaneer. We are chilling. Gotta find some lovely mood lighting to get up in this business. Oh yeah, here we are. We got some mood lighting. I hope all you East Coasters have had a wonderful Thanksgiving with your families and that you have plenty of things to be grateful for. We always, as human beings, desire more, but it's always good to take time to say what we are grateful for. I'm grateful for the company of Matt Yackey, who just left. He's on his way home, and he's going to join the stream as soon as we get home. So we could time him. He literally left 5 minutes ago. What up, Rooster Puncher? How are you, man? How did the turkey punching going today? I hope it went well. Today was chock filled with all kinds of drawing, all kinds of hanging out with Matt Yackey. I let him watch a bunch of the interviews that are coming out. He's the only other person who's really seen them. I haven't really watched them since I conducted them, so it's really cool. I'm gonna grab this link right here and post it and see if anybody wants to join. There's three of us in here. What up? You had said dinner was delicious, as was mine, man. I think I might have overate. I'm fairly certain I did because the turkey has me feeling yawn. I was pretty good. I didn't have any cranberries, but I did have a slice of pumpkin pie. My wife, she makes pumpkin pie from scratch. She actually makes it from pumpkins, not from cans of pumpkins. Nothing wrong with that. I like canned pumpkin pie too, but there's nothing like fresh pumpkin pie. Nothing in the world. I think what's going to end up happening, because I'm under the impression that today is a holiday, which it is. Notifications are always spotty. Yeah, this is the weird thing is especially StreamYard. I'm noticing StreamYard isn't kicking out those notifications that often. A lot of people are saying they're not doing it. Matt LaRock, you got your name fixed. That's great. How are you, sir? Yo, yo, yo. We're just talking about turkey dinner. It's that MF Turkey Day. Got a lot of work done today. A lot of work. Did a lot of drawing. Got tons of work done. Of course, I'm What up, Linkovich? We being Harrison and I are going to head to Nashville, Tennessee tomorrow. We have a store signing. I don't even know the name of the store. I know I'm showing up tomorrow, and I'm going to be told where to go, and I will go there. And then there is a show on Sunday that I will be a guest at, and excited to do sketches and talk about Black Flag, maybe bring a couple buttons. If anybody's in the Tennessee area, find me. That's your mission, and you get a button. So I'll have some buttons. Thinking of doing some drawing today, even though I drew many panels today. A lot of panels. I had said this yesterday that Matt Yackey is like one of the best road companions you could ever have. I've gone on 8-hour drives with him that felt like 2 hours because he's just a fun dude to be around, listen to music. Time goes by really easy with him. And today we hung out down here, talked some shop, talked some future of the channel. And then also I did a lot of work and let him watch the interviews. First one he watched, I believe was it Mignola? I forget the first one he watched. And then he watched Joseph Kahn. He watched Neil Adams, Joseph Kahn. He watched the Rob Liefeld one. I hadn't watched them since I had conducted them, so they were interesting for me, kind of reliving them and seeing them from outside. Noticed a few audio issues with some, so I'm going to have to do some low pass filtering on the Neil Adams one because there's a lot of convention noise. With Joseph's came out perfect. Neil's had a lot of noise. Some other shows had a little bit of noise, so they're going to be good. I was thinking if Peter Parker was bitten by a radioactive turkey, jive turkey, how about drawing a skull with a black flag beret? I could. I could. That's some easy stuff to do, but that's like saying like Black Flag's gonna die. But maybe not. Let me. I'm gonna need to move the camera. I have the monitor up behind the camera, so I'm gonna swing it down here. I have to take these headphones off because I gotta move down. Here is my iPad situation. Let me see if I can show you with the. There's you guys. If I do this, where my hand is, this is where the iPad is. You see what I see. Metal Fingers Turkey Day. What's up, Michael? How are you, man? Thanks for joining in. I think I'm going to draw a skull. I'm going to pop these off for a second. I don't even know why I have them on. There's nobody in the chat. So I can take them off when I see somebody in. Oh, but this is my microphone. Or maybe that's my microphone. I don't know. I'm using one of those ancient iSight cameras. Look at this thing. That's the iSight camera. This is you. Oh, well, there you are. That's you right there. This is the iSight camera. Isn't that crazy? Old school tech. Old school. Making it work, though. All right, let's see. I'm going to pull this out of here. A lot of wires and things connected. So here's the iPad. Then I have one of those little portable desk things. And then I have a seat cushion underneath it to raise it up. So at the desk, it's like drawing desk height. So I can work on the iPad like that. All right. A lot of special op groups use skull logos. It's more of a you gonna die statement. Oh, you gonna die. I'm having coffee today because I had several whiskeys and I'm not lit, but I'm tired. That's the thing. I'm a little tired. Hold on a second. Bring this down like this. Hopefully I don't do anything that causes issue. There we go. All right, here we go. So we got to do share the screen situation. I'm going to paste the link in again. Sniper as a pilgrim. I'm not drawing that. I don't even see that in my mind. It's not a possibility. It's not a bad idea. I just don't see it. And there's a lot of propaganda that happens during holidays that, like, as I get older, it just makes me angrier. I just found out there's no Santa. What is that? I can't even say that. Oh, look at that. Coffee and pumpkin pies in my future after all the food settles. Yeah, man. We had Baconsgiving here, and the turkey was made with bacon. The stuffing was made with bacon. The green beans were made with bacon. I didn't eat the potatoes, but those were made with bacon. Carrots and parsnips with ginger. Shit was bomb. Homemade cranberry sauce. I didn't have that because I'm off the sugar. Though I did have that pumpkin pie my wife makes homemade. She actually takes pie pumpkins. They're specifically the pumpkins that they use in pie. They're a bit smaller. She guts them out. She purees it and puts all the spices and brown sugar and all that stuff. She doesn't do it in a can. She does it crazy. So, skull helmeted sniper. I want to draw. I think a skull would be cool. Bacon, bacon, bacon. All things bacon. All right. So share screen. First things first. I got to load up Photoshop. That would be the trick of things. Should also put on some jams. I'm going straight up on the computer on this one. There's no phones in this feed. So what up, Mr. Milton? How are you, sir? Yeah, I'm going straight computer in this bad boy so we can have no problems with the audio and everything. What's up, Joshua? Happy Turkey Day to you, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The stream is posted in the comments in the chat room, the Frega Boombox. So if any of you guys feel like you want to join in on the chat, you are welcome to join, and we could rap. Something is weird going on with the Photoshop over here. Let me see what's going on. It won't even let me create something new. Window. Interesting. I say new and there's nothing. There's nothing there. Real apple cider and rum is so delicious. Yes, it is. Let's see what's happening with Photoshop. Force quit. Acting like a mofo. Let's see here. Let me bring this into Photoshop and see if this does the trick. This could be, or it could be being a pain in the ass. I think it's being a pain in the ass is what it's doing. I don't know. It's not showing the window. It's not showing anything. Window. There we go. Window. There we go. File new. There it goes. Now it works. That was really strange, guys. Okay, so we're going to share screen. Going to share application. Photoshop. Share. There it is. Going to do this and make it full screen like this. F. Hopefully that's full screen for you guys. I'm going to have it rotate image counterclockwise. Doesn't matter actually at this point. It doesn't matter. New layer. Boom. All right. There we are. Technical difficulties. That's because I want you guys to drink, man. I don't care if it's coffee. I don't care if it's spiced rum. I don't care if it's eggnog, hot toddy, a beer, a bourbon. Bourbon's what I call when you have a bourbon and a beer, one in each hand. I used to do that often. The other thing I used to do often is a Bloody Mary and a beer. Sometimes it's a whiskey and a beer. Sometimes it's a whiskey and a Bloody Mary. But Sundays used to be all about Bloody Marys. I love a good spicy one. Lazy Dog used to make a really good one. What up, Darwin? How are we, man? Here is the link to the show if you guys want to jump in. I'll keep an eye out for somebody jumping in. We got to find a brush that we like and a size that we like. So I am going to bring the opacity down on this layer. I'm going to bring the opacity down on this brush. I'm going to make the size of it big. When you draw and ink traditionally, what tools do you like best? Are you Quillman brushes for inks? I like everything. In everything that I do, whether it's editing, editing video that I shoot, how I shoot video, how I draw, how I get things done. I use a symphony of things. So when it comes to analog stuff, I like a big chunky pencil to drop in layouts. I'll use a mechanical pencil to tighten things up, but not that tight. I really enjoy using both brush and nib. I use brush for more organic stuff and thicker areas of black. I'll use a quill for technical stuff. Pretty much 99% of He-Man #1, the pages I inked. I'm looking around for the book where it's at. I don't know where I put it. It's around here somewhere. The book with my inks in it. They're 99% of it's quill, and then that other 1%, let's just call it 93%. The other percent is brush to fill in, and maybe a marker here or there for like ruled things, like certain technical edges. I'll use a marker, but I like traditional stuff. Not really a marker guy. Kevlar asks, how was bacon wrapped turkey rooster? I'm drinking Jameson with a Saints game in the background while I watch the stream. Hells yeah. Love the Aints. All right, let's see. Here we go. A skull with a beret. So I'm going to think about the skull. And remember, you guys, I draw Skeletor on the regular, so I think about skulls a lot. The shape of skulls, you'll see how fast it goes. I'll probably add a little bit of craziness to it. So these are like the main shapes right here. Then I'll create a new layer and bring its opacity down slightly, but not as much as the other one. And bring the brush size down and throw in maybe a little bit of smaller details. Where those harder shadows are going to exist. Like that. Soft and moist when I pull it out of the oven and the legs and wings fell off. Man, I love the leg, the turkey leg, and I get greedy sometimes. I didn't get super greedy this year. I ended up eating a lot of the white meat. I'm more of a dark meat man myself. Well, I know a lot of people are split on that, but the dark meat has all the fat and the flavor. I find the light meat to sometimes be too dry for my liking. All right, so then the beret shape goes up. Boom. That. You guys want me to put the lower jaw in, or do you do it? What up, John Davies, man? Good to see you, dude. I'm looking over here because my my comments and stuff are there, and this monitor happens to have my my drawing stuff below it. But it's good to see you, man. Let's see. Should I draw the lower jaw or leave it like this? You guys let me know. I don't know the skull tradition. She wore a raspberry beret. It's a good song. My wife, when she was a kid, used to think it was called Raspberry Parade. She also calls Johnny Hates Jazz song Shadow Dreams, which is funny to me. I'm going to merge this down, create a new layer to put that jaw in. New layer needs to be dropped down fat though. Low opacity. He-Man. That's all I hear when I work on skulls now. Go put that in there. Reduce that opacity again. All right, so now we have the basic shape of what we're gonna do. Without lower jaw, says Jude. Oh yes, lower jaw tastes great, less filling. Well, how about what I do is I do two versions, right? I do one, no lower jaw, and then I create a lower jaw on another layer. Best of both worlds. Let me find some of that Fregaboom music, and you guys decide, man. You guys need to decide. Are you coming in? Are you coming in? Look at that technical difficulties. That came all the way back. Are you guys going to come in and do this? Come into the chat. Come into the chat. Talk to me while I draw. Otherwise, I have to constantly look this way and that way. I'm going to scale this up slightly just so we're working with a bigger dealy bob here. And maybe put a little bit of aggression on it. Let me see. Let me go to edit, transform, warp. See how we can change its shape just a little bit. So I go like that. See if I like it before or after. Before, after. Before, after. After looks good to me. All right, so I'm going to take that. I'm going to reduce its opacity down to like that. And then from there, you're going to see what ends up happening when I grab my normal brush. That'll be the size of the line right there. And we'll go crazy. I think that's good enough. Start with that lower jaw. Oh yeah, I said I was going to put music on, man. I keep forgetting. All right. I have a playlist in here called Fragaboom, and it's just the music that I made so we can have music during this thing. The Squish is in the house. Oh my gosh. The Squish. What up, the Squish? Hopefully you've got a good signal, my friend. You good? No jaw. Do it like Walt on Ragnarok. Luke is in the house.
What up?
What's happening, dude and Han?
I'm doing good, man.
Happy
How was your turkey day?
It was wonderful. I got a lot of work done. I got some driving to do tomorrow to go to Tennessee, so I wanted to make sure that I got the work that I would be doing while I was driving done. So I worked. Been working since about 8 this morning, so I put in a good 12 hours.
Yeah, you did. Nice. Yeah, didn't have turkey today. My grandmother and my mom don't like turkey, so we had crab legs instead.
You know what, dude? My household, at least my mother-in-law and wife would not hate that. Darwin is asking me a question. Dan, are you hyped for Rise of Skywalker? Are you taking part of the boycott? I did not know there was a boycott, but I also did not know that movie was coming out soon, if that makes sense. I don't give a shit about Star Wars anymore. And I know that's probably to some controversial. I'm not going to be one of those guys. I'm going to boycott them. What is boycotting going to do? I'm just not giving them my money because it's not money that I feel is earned in the way that the old movies used to. Like the magic's gone. Like it's just gone for me. And they lost me on that episode 7. Let's see if Squish is getting in now. But yeah, and I said it last night. I don't like Baby Yoda. I feel like Baby Yoda is like it's like a Hail Mary of like, oh well, they hate Star Wars now. What do? Hit them with the cute, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, you can sell toys of it as well.
Right.
Yeah. The Mandalorian is fun though. The story.
That's what I'm hearing.
It's kind of like Lone Wolf and Cub.
So does he have is it like the story of Boba Fett essentially?
No, but one of his clan, or one of the Mandalorians, because they were, bounty hunters, notorious.
Right. Well, I thought the story was that they were clones, except for Boba, who was like a perfect replication of Jango. That's what I recall.
Jango was a Mandalorian. He was part of that race, and then Jango was a perfect clone, and then all the clone troopers were cloned off of Jango.
Right, but Boba is the only. But they were cloned off of Jango, but modified to be obedient and modified to be like more of a soldier, whereas Boba Fett was like a 1-for-1, like without any altering.
Well, and Boba was allowed to grow up, naturally.
Right.
The clone troopers were all artificially grown. They were artificially aged, I should say.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really excited about the new Star Wars either, man. And it's a shame.
It is a
'cause
shame.
you know,
'Cause all my dreams have come true and then been turned to dog shit.
I was gonna say ash, but dog shit works too.
Dog shit turns to ash after some sun.
That's
Did
true.
you hit Billy Jacobs? What's up, man? How are you, sir? Happy Turkey Day to you. Well, here's some news. Thanks for asking. I totally forgot to mention it. So we did hit 4K. So big,
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
Like this is great news. Obviously, I didn't know what happens after you hit the 4K. Little back history. Back up until February of 2018, this channel was monetized, and it was monetized based off of YouTube's old requirements to be monetized. I had this one video that I posted forever ago about Extreme Studios. Like you can see inside Extreme and go on a tour back in like '94. It was right around when I was doing Black Flag, and that thing had like 20-something thousand views. So I was monetized. I had an AdSense account and a YouTube account.
Yeah.
So long and short of it is when I went to check about monetization today, it said you now qualify. Next steps 1, 2, 3, and then 1 was start an AdSense account, and it had a green check like I'd already done it. I said awesome. It said be a YouTube partner, green check, boom. And then it said stage 3, something about, I don't know if it was verification, but anyway, it's a month-long process where they look at your channel and see if it's viable.
Oh God.
So
Okay.
yeah, so now I have to wait a month to find out, and I'm pretty sure it is that it's got growth, it's got a good community. I don't violate any rules. Like it basically, they had a list of rules of things, or not rules, but things that they were looking for. Let's see if we can get Squish in here. Squish. No, he's still giving me the cycle.
Swirly.
Comic Book Bob is asking if that link is for anyone to come on. Yes, sir, it is. That's what I do. I have nights where I just say, you guys come on in, because it helps me when I draw to be able to talk to somebody, and especially guys like Luke. He's a regular. He's going to be one of those guys that is going to have a shirt without having to work for it because he's already done the work.
Oh hell yeah! I like the sound of that.
Yeah. So when the shirts get made, that's going to happen. I want to get the dudes shirts, or like the boombox,
Yes.
thing. I got the stickers. Stickers are on the way. There's 50 of them. I got to figure out a way to get those out and about. Still have another 40 of the buttons to give away.
Nice.
Yeah. But we are qualified to monetize.
That is fantastic news, man. Congratulations.
Okay, there's the Squish. I see him.
Hey.
There he is. What's happening? Where's your sound?
Where's my sound?
Oh, there it is.
Okay, there it is.
There you are.
Okay, good. I was like, please let me have sound.
I just saw you waving. It was like this. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Dan. How are you,
Hey,
man?
buddy.
Oh, Comic Book Bob.
Oh my god.
Comic Book Bob. What's up, Comic Book Bob?
What up?
Greetings, guys.
Dude, I like your Matrix background. I'm gonna solo you out for a second, dude.
No problem, man.
So, are you streaming too? How are you doing that?
I'm actually pumping this through OBS, but I do stream. Actually, matter of fact, I'm stopping in just to pick your brain for a minute before I go on the wrestling council with.
Wait, great comics back there, dude. I see your Hulk, your Spidey, dude, you got the Art Adams X-Men.
Oh hell yeah, man!
Michelle, you got a little glare. I don't know all of them, but so you're doing OBS, and are you running it through Virtual Cam? Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm learning these things. I like your Alterna beanie. I got to get me one of those. Next time I see you, I'm gonna say, get me one of them so I can do it.
Yeah, I gotta get one of the new ones. They got the 4-color beanie now from the old school news. Yeah,
Nice.
from the old school newsprint days.
That's awesome.
Yep. But
So ask
I
me,
just-
man. Hit me up.
yeah, well, I know you're always on here. You're always talking about the new the comics that you like you talk about, like the Art Adams X-Men back there.
Yes.
Are there any new comics, any current books that are out that you like into, or?
I like Absolute Carnage a lot.
Mhm.
I like I haven't read it yet, but I like the look of Sean Gordon Murphy's White Knight, the Batman White Knight.
That's so good, man.
It's been selling really well.
I like the look of Pepe Larraz's stuff. I tried to read those House of books and Powers of,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick here. They were snoozy. Like I just couldn't get into them, and like I like my comic books to like rock my socks. It's different. Like when it comes to movies, I want movies that make me think. When it comes to comic books, I want comics that make me go fuck yeah, like out the gate,
right?
you know.
The heavy metal video version of comics.
Right. Yeah. And I think it's because where I came from and where, the era I grew up in, maybe I'm old school, but that's some of it. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
I like the John Romita Jr., the John Romita Jr. Superman, Frank Miller Superman.
Oh, the
Superman Year One.
Superman Year One.
Yeah. And then it's already in trade form, but the Tom King, Mitch Gerads, Mr. Miracle, I really enjoyed. But it's weird. Like I try, like it's got to be frustrating for Andy, the guy who runs the shop, my local shop, because when I go in, I walk up and down the new stuff. I grab something with a cool cover on it because I'm judging a book by its cover.
That's what they're for.
That's
what they're for. Yeah.
Comics, they're really supposed to get you. And I flip through and I'm like, meh, and then every now and then I will find something. That's how I found Absolute Carnage, is just sort of that's Kyle Holtz on that cover. I love Kyle. So I'm going to take a look at the inside, and I was like, whoa, this Stegman guy is awesome, But for the most part, my money, like if you're going to get money out of my wallet, it's usually a back issue, which is, I don't know what that is. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to be a dick, but like.
Well, I mean, the deal said that they're hearing that more and more comic book stores are making more off of back issues than on the current stuff.
Yeah, I was just talking with Enrique about this the other day. He was telling me, he's like, I enjoyed the Talking Heads. I've sold more Talking Heads X-Men books than I sold any of the action ones. So bring on the Talking Heads.
Really? Not me, man.
That's what I'm saying. I missed the day when my book, each issue of X-Men was an all-encompassing thing of like an equal balance of everything. Like I'm not a big fan of this whole thing now where they're getting these guys that are writing, people are used to writing like novels or something, and then they break the novel up into issues, and you got the one chapter of the novel that's that month that's just the three characters sitting around talking about what their plan is. It's like,
right. Yeah. Well, I think about the comics that I liked, like for example, Comic Book Bob. I'm gonna make your deal big again because you got the comics I like on the back. That X-Men comic. That X-Men
God, man.
Back there, bottom row, middle, above the Starlog. It opens with Storm beating ass in Asgard, and you see Thor in the background spinning the hammer. You open that Spider-Man next door. Page 1 is a bunch of city stuff. Page 1. Page 2, double page spread. Spider-Man swinging at your face. Yep. You take Jim Lee's X-Men 268, the Together Again for the first time. Captain America is jumping at your face, double page spread, Captain America fighting ninjas. Okay? You just take all of these classics, even something like The Death of Phoenix, that double page spread of them on trial is still like big and badass,
Yeah.
And that's
you gotta have that thing that grabs you, like
right. And here's the other thing, man. The whole Talking Heads thing, McFarlane did it best. Todd McFarlane did it best because he would have them doing something interesting. So if it was a bunch of people talking heads, he would find something in the room to make trippy. Like if somebody was eating, mixed nuts or something, he would have that hand grabbing into the mixed nuts and make it all crinkly, and you would see like the fabric that thing made, and you would see a bit of details in the background that said what this person or this location was about, and he would find the emotion of the issue, or the emotion of the scene. And the way you do that, again, I talk about this almost every stream. We have tools as comic book creators to evoke emotions that film doesn't necessarily have, you know. And when film tries to do comic book conventional stuff, it feels a little forced and over the top. Like a close-up of an eye in a film is jarring, where a close-up in an eye in a comic book says, oh no, you know, like it's almost like a different language culturally. You know, there was this time, I'll tell you a story just that made me think of how different things are translated. So I worked on this film called Dragon Ball. And it wasn't great. It was a good time making it, but the studio screwed it up. But we had this this actress that worked with us. She was Piccolo's sidekick. I forget her name. It's been so long. This was 2008 when I did this, but she was a Japanese actress, you know, from Japan. And I had met her at the party. And then we all went out, and it was a couple of the actors, and we had gone out. We were shooting in Mexico, so we always went out in numbers. And she said, my name's, I think her name was Akiko. My name's Akiko. I said, I know, I met you in there. I said, you're like a goldfish. And she says, what? I said, I'm just giving you shit. Like that. And she looked at me like I was a dickhead, like the worst dickhead in the world. And she like went off and like avoided me for 2 days.
Damn.
I was like,
wow.
No, I was just trying to be funny. Like, so I went up to her. I'm not the kind of guy that'll let things like I don't want them getting bad. So I just said, hey, listen, Akiko, I said something the other day, and you just have been avoiding me, and I'm really sorry. I don't know what I said. She said, you said you wanted to give me your shit. And I said, what? She said, you wanted to give me your shit. I said, no. I said I was giving you shit. She goes, yes, you said that. You said that. And I said, it's like I'm kidding with you. That's like, it's a saying. She's like, I don't know this saying. And you go, oh, okay. So anyway, that was like, you know, one of those things where it's like how, like in certain circles, comics, that close up of an eye will work in a certain tense where it won't work in another tense. But that just made me
different visual language, you know.
Yeah. I give you my poop, says Kevlar.
That's good. Yeah, I give you my poop.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Antraga 2019.
Yeah, Scatman.
No, but I know what you're saying, man. It's like that's what we were always talking about as far as art's concerned, like the use of dynamic, dynamic positioning and posturing is like those guys back in the like Todd and Jim, they can make it look like somebody was doing something just standing still.
True.
True. And everything always had an energy to it.
There's a lot more dynamicism back then.
True. Yeah. And the main thing though, like for me, especially when I'm doing Black Flag, and any of you guys who picked up the He-Man, you might notice that I'm doing sort of 90s storytelling, but I'm also trying to tell a good story. Back in the day, in the 90s, we were very concerned with how cool the page looked, and sometimes we would sacrifice a story, you know, and no, but I mean, like, maybe the big moment isn't them walking into the room. Maybe the big moment is the thing that they say 2 panels later. But because you want that big splashy shot, that's the shot you choose to make big. And that, to me, like, at least the 2019 me says that's low-hanging fruit. It's sort of the weak way to go about it. How can we have our cake and eat it too? So then I try to find the moment that deserves that, the moment that absolutely deserves the big thing, and then put it there. And now you not only have impact on the page, but you have impact with context, which is way, way, way more viable and resonant.
Yeah, that walking away
more memorable.
Yeah,
that walking away from explosions moment.
Right, exactly.
But, just speaking about that He-Man book, man, I just want to say that I thought it was really cool that you worked in the movie version of He-Man with the freaking key device that lets him jump between dimensions. That was such a cool little. I was like, oh, that actually makes sense because that's what that freaking thing does.
You're gonna see a lot more of that.
The cosmic key.
Yeah, that was like, it was like, holy crap, man! It's cheesy as hell, but it's like it works.
Yeah, exactly. And I got to kill Gwildor, which was both fun and not fun because I got fun. I love that little guy. He's awesome. And I grew up on a chicken farm, so I would have probably killed him myself if he was kind of
all right.
Dude, man. Speaking of chicken farm, did your dad ever do that thing where he would after he would kill the chicken and wring its neck, he would grab it by its feet, swing it around again so that it would start running around again?
We had our chicken run around. We did that with a turkey one year. We did that with chickens. We did it with a duck, geese. Yeah, it's
farm kids got weird things that they find funny.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. That's the
weird life and death out there. It gives you a certain perspective.
Yeah, it's like, do it again, Dad, do it again. Okay.
This is why I'm glad my family were fruit farmers.
Right.
But no, man, I appreciate you letting me jump on here and then pick your brain for a minute. I gotta get ready to get on. We got a string. We're gonna do here. We do a show called The Wrestling Council. To me, I don't know if you know Antonio Bryce, right?
I don't.
From Akari Press, the brand. Yeah.
Nice, man. Antonio's awesome. I like him.
Dude, he's so much fun to hang out with, man. And
it sounds like it.
The other two guys on there, Yule, Boogie Bentley, man. We just get on there and we just have fun.
Awesome. Well, nice. Tell your gang we send our regards and happy Thanksgiving.
You too, guys. Yeah. Appreciate it. You take care.
You too, man. Be well.
Take it easy.
Right on.
That is looking pretty sick there, buddy.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. Let's see what's happening in the boombox. Oh yeah, this one. Spencer was in a bad accident a couple years ago. Broke a bunch of bones in my hand, busting windshield out of a truck cab I was trapped in. Yeah, it's for real.
Damn.
For real. There's good reason you're supposed to turn your back on explosions because shrapnel in your eyes, nose, throat would be bad. I think that's right.
Shrapnel in the back of your head would also be bad, but depending on where it goes.
Spot most of your vital organs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just shrapnel would be bad, I think, in my estimation, but I don't know.
And if nobody is there to see the cool, not looking at the explosion walk away, was it really a cool walking away from an explosion?
It was if you have self-awareness, like if you're like, yeah, that looked badass, like you saw it in your head.
Right.
Then you're like your own sort of third person.
Where's Matt Yackey? Did he come over today?
Matt Yackey did come over. In fact, he's going to join us in the stream. He left my house about 8:55. I said, dude, you need to leave when I start the stream and then show up. He's like, yeah, I think I need to get
Islands in the stream.
Yeah, Islands in the stream. No problem, Bob.
Somewhere in between.
There you go. Check out the Wrestling Council on the SMB Network tonight after this stream. Most definitely. Be well, Bob. Thank you for joining. Dan, I want to see what's behind you. I'm soloing you. Is that some of your work back there? What is back there?
This is Eric Powell.
Okay.
It's a goon.
Nice.
And
beautiful. This
is just something I found in the room.
Yo, that looks like what's his face? The dude he killed everybody.
Are you thinking Pancho Villa?
Yes, thank you.
No, I had to go to my old room, which is technically my brother's room now. So
yeah.
I went in here and I was like, everybody's got interesting things in the background. I should probably put something interesting in the background.
That's hilarious. Oh, the old streaming culture.
Got an office here. Here we go.
We're squished.
Dude, he's in the other room. I just shot a bunch of Thanksgiving footage with him.
Awesome.
I was thinking what I need to do is I need to literally come on your show and just have it be him and be like, Hey guys, what's going on?
We're fully okay with that, dude. We are fully
yeah.
okay with that because Squish is a homie. I know Squish. I've hung out with Squish. I had ice cream with Squish. Squish is a homie. He's always he's
That's
always welcome in the.
I have a video that I shot with Enrique with him.
Yeah.
That is the possibly going to be the lost video because it was so vulgar.
Was it? Who was vulgar, Squish or Enrique?
The whole video. I sent it to Elise to
Yeah.
have her view it, and she was just like,
You
No.
can't show this.
she's like, this is just filthy. You boys are disgusting. And I was like, uh-oh. I've gone too far.
I mean, that all makes me really want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty great. I looked at it again recently, and I'm like, this could be trimmed down a little bit. It goes a little long. It's like
That's all you took from it is that it's long, not that it's vulgar, but like, oh, this is long.
Well, because I don't know, man. So here's the okay. I'll explain to you the setup. I think I sent you a link to it actually.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I sent through Facebook. I sent you a video messenger. But
I'm gonna have to take a look 'cause I don't know.
He the whole video is it's at Enrique's new shop, and he's put a keypad on the door to the restroom.
Oh,
and,
why? Yes.
Because he doesn't want just random people using the restroom, I guess. And so the Squish comes into the shop after going to the movies.
Yeah.
And he's sucking away on this giant like drink thing that he's got from the theater, and they're having a conversation about was it the it was like a Ray Harryhausen trilogy supposedly he went to, and he was at the movies for 6 hours watching Ray Harryhausen stop motion movies.
That's dope.
And he drank 16 32 ounces.
Who did?
And Squish did.
Oh, Squish did. I thought you were talking about Enrique because I can
no.
do that.
Enrique proceeds to say, "Wait a minute, you drink 16 of those? You're gonna need to take a pee." He's like, gotta. I know we're gonna be going in a minute. You want to?
It's 7. You guys gonna go see some movie?
Yeah.
What are you gonna see?
Rega, yeah. My sister Natalie's here. Just
Hey, Natalie, how are you?
pop in.
Hey,
Good to see you.
good to see you too. How have you been?
Doing well. How's your boarding going?
This is live drawing he's doing right now.
Oh, you're doing a live drawing.
Yes.
Boarding is kind of so. I do a lot of drawings in my spare time though. Right now
Good.
I'm doing taxes.
Oh
But I'm
God.
hoping to, yeah,
Fun.
Yay!
not like taxes, but like I help as like in a secretary, like filing and
Yeah. It's
scanning
not
off.
as taxing.
I guess. I mean, it will be once it starts in February.
Oh,
But
for
I'm
sure.
hoping-
Those are the months.
But I'm hoping to last till April, and then I'll probably apply to hopefully like a production job in the industry.
That'd be great.
Mhm.
There's a lot of them in Georgia.
What are you trying to do, man?
Trying to get everybody out here. Will Perdomo is talking about moving out here. Andre's already here. Yaki's already here. We're gonna.
I don't know. Are they gonna pay for me to go there?
No, that never works.
Exactly.
You basically have. But here's the thing, man. If you don't have a lot of stuff, places out here are like less than half of what they are where you live.
That's true.
He's saying the truth. It is cheaper there. I don't know. My brother's coming back in December, and he's talking like he might be moving somewhere else than here just because he wants to live
Texas.
somewhere cheaper.
Texas
we'll
is
see.
cheaper too.
So I'll just finish the Squish story real quick before.
Yeah,
we
do
get
it.
out of here.
Sorry about that.
So
Good
he
to see you,
basically-
Natalie.
he's-
Huh?
he
Oh,
said-
what?
I said it was good to see you.
Oh, yes, it's nice to see your face too.
So basically the premise is he comes in, he gets in this whole thing where he tells them how he's been drinking all this stuff, and then he finishes off this drink and just pitches it aside. And Enrique is just like, wait a minute, you've had like 16 of those? He's like, oh yeah. He's like, dude, you got a tiny bladder. There's no way. Like, he's like, you're gonna use the restroom. He's like, no, I'm good. And they sit there for a minute, go back and forth. Suddenly he's not good. So then it proceeds to be him going back and forth from the restroom door, trying
Yeah.
to get in, but he can't figure out what the code is. And Enrique's like, he's like, it's the day we met. And he's like putting the
Oh
number. He's like,
no.
why would you use that date specifically? Stuff like that. So eventually, Enrique comes over to help him, helps him open the door. Then the door closes shut. Enrique walks away and he's like, I've still got to go to the bathroom. And he's like, He's like, sorry, I just gave you the code. So then he comes running around the counter and basically goes, I've got to go so bad. And then just lets loose and urinates all over the shop. But it's like a water wiggle going off. There's
Okay.
like streams of liquid flying everywhere in the camera. We got it on the ceiling. We got it on the quarter bins.
Sounds like a
It
Quentin
was
Tarantino
insane.
joke.
There's a quick shot, close up of Enrique's face getting blasted into his mouth and his eyes. And
So
Yeah.
who came up with this idea? Silence.
Trying to run away, I see. Uh-huh.
maybe a
No
little
wonder
bit.
she said it was really gross. You guys are gross.
How
It's
did-
funny as hell. Everybody that sees it loves it, but it's
How
just,
did you approach it? You're like, Enrique, like, look, dude, I think I got this thing, right?
you know Enrique. He's down for anything if there's enough.
I know
alcohol.
he is. If he gets to take his pants off or get peed on, he's in.
Yes.
Hey,
You
you know,
guys are
everyone's got
loving
to have
it.
their hobby.
You'd
Yeah.
love Enrique.
Oh my god, dude, his new shop is doing so good, man.
I would believe it. The fact that he got to move to that piece of real estate is wonderful. Our friend
Yeah.
Enrique used to have his shop used to be at the train stop, and he would get people looky loose coming in, but never really like hardcore people looking to buy comics. He had his customer base, but when he moved right next to a theater. When I say next to a theater, you walk out of the theater and his comic store is there, and I
That's
just
a great place.
feel like
Yeah.
it's brilliant.
And he's got like an arcade in half of it, so
Yeah.
people come in and play Dance Dance Revolution and pinball machines. Like
Nice.
it's crazy. I think the arcade makes like $600 a day or something crazy.
Shit, man, I need an arcade in my house.
Dude.
Wait, I
It is?
have one. It's just my kids don't fucking pay.
You got to figure out how to monetize them, man.
Yeah.
It's
dude.
out.
So
Chill.
here's the story. He'd been telling people for weeks that it was all because of me that he was moving there. Like it was my brilliant idea, like all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Leading up to it. And I was like, at first I was like, oh, that's cool. He's recognizing the fact that I like kind of said, hey, you should do this. And then this is around the time I'm getting more intimate with Enrique as far as like his history with his business.
Yeah.
You know, he's telling me more about it because he's in the process of moving things and he's finding things and like whatever. And I'm
Yeah.
starting to get nervous, man. I'm like, holy crap. I told my comic book shop guy to move to this weird location that there's no previous history that it's possible it's going to do well there. And I was like, oh
It
God.
seems like it's a no-brainer, though.
Well, that's what I thought. I was like, I assumed exactly what is happening now. You
Right.
understand, like coming up to it, I was like, dude, like if this goes bad, like the opposite direction, I'm gonna feel terrible, and also I'm gonna lose my comic shop because I'm never going to Glennis's. And
Good man.
which- yeah, anybody that's on the inside track knows about that. But
You're a good man.
so the opening day arrives, right? And I'm like, dude, I have to be down there like first thing. You know, I gotta, at least be there for moral support or whatever.
Lost you
So
again.
I go down there at 11, bro, and it is crickets town, man.
Really?
like, Nobody, like dead. And then like noon rolls around, still dead. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, nobody. Like a couple people every once in a while trickled in that knew him, but like next to nobody.
What
and
day
I'm
was
like-
this? Opening
And
day?
this was opening day, which is like new comic book day, and I'm sweating, man. I'm like, I just ruined his business, and I'm like getting really worried, dude. 4 o'clock rolls around, and it's like the most obscene amount of like business he's ever seen.
Awesome.
like, He had the day he had there was like the day he would have, like if he'd had like J. Scott Campbell in the place or something like that. Like
That's
it was,
excellent.
it was something like $3,000 or something crazy. Like
That's awesome.
he had more than tripled his normal daily business for a new comic.
Good. Then he could fly me out for a signing so I can hang out with you guys.
I don't know about that.
Hey.
He
come
hasn't
on.
done that well yet,
Hey.
but he's talking about doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's 7 o'clock. Are you ready to go?
I wonder how He-Man's doing for him.
Dude, He-Man, he over-ordered on it, right? Because we've been pushing the heck out of it. We give him
Sure.
posters, the whole deal.
Yeah.
Dude completely sold out of the book, and he had yesterday somebody call looking for your specific variant.
Awesome.
Nice.
This is a
Yeah.
good news. That is good.
yeah,
good
like-
news.
He ordered twice as much as he would normally on that. I think he ordered like 10 copies,
Yeah.
which normally he would be like, I'll try it out for 5 or something like that.
Yeah, but
And,
he sold.
com-
It sold.
Completely sold out. So I think he's probably going to up it a little bit next time. I don't know if it's reorderable or not, but
Yeah, I don't know.
he was pretty stoked, man. And so was I. I was just like, because I walked up there, I said, dude, you're all out of He-Man. He's like, I know, right? He's like, crazy.
It's a
And
good
I was
thing.
like, maybe it's all that
Oh,
free
yeah.
advertisement we did.
True.
Because we
That's
really
great.
pushed.
And you guys got all the
out there.
posters and stuff, right?
Yeah, we had those limited Frega editions.
That's excellent.
Yeah, I even gave some of those out at a convention I went to, Zapper show with the Squish.
Awesome. Where are you
Which
guys
is
going
scary.
at 7?
We're supposed to be going like right now to go see Frozen.
Yeah.
Sorry, was that out loud? Sorry.
Dude, you got to let it go.
Hold off.
I have-
Hold off.
I have actually never seen Frozen. I have managed to dodge that movie every single time somebody
Oh
brought it up.
man, you're doing yourself a disservice. The,
first one's
Thorloff,
good.
man.
The first
I don't
one.
know.
He's worthy of warm hugs, friend.
Oh, no.
Olaf is like the best thing, to be honest. Like it's an okay movie. I don't think it deserves the hype, but I'm an older person
I don't know.
and not a little girl. So
Those Frozen sisters, they're the hot Jimmy Jam.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah,
I don't mean nothing by that. Hey, you're taking my set away. What are you doing? The people are gonna see how like
you don't need a set.
be budget
Damn,
I
that's
am.
cold. Yeah, I have never seen that movie. Never really wanted to.
So great.
I mean, I don't have any kids, so you know that helps.
Let it go. Let it go.
That's what I tell people when they tell me I need to see it.
All right. Well,
Uh,
I think we're gonna head out of here.
Be well, man.
Very, very French.
Hey, we, ha.
Oh,
Now that I know it's working on my phone again, because that one day that I tried hopping on,
Yeah.
I could not hear anybody in the stream. Like,
Yeah.
I could
That's,
slightly
that's
hear you.
weird.
You sounded like super quiet,
yeah.
and I was like, I don't even know what they're saying right now, so I had to cut out. No, it's not.
Okay. That's I was like, do I know that one?
So, but I don't know. Hopefully, I can hop on another one of these when I'm at work or something. Because a lot of times you're doing them, I'm at work.
Yeah. We try to do them every night. That's the chief aim.
The group one or the?
Oh, I do one of these every night. The group one, they happen when they happen. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. That would be good.
Cool. And I'll do. Maybe we'll do. Have Squish pop in as himself.
I would love that.
I will have to check out. I will have to check out the Squish. Is that the
Yes,
name of your
please
channel?
do. Spread the word about the Squish.
All right,
He's a
I will
good dude.
check it out.
Spread the cheeks.
So, maybe I will post the P video.
All right. You do that.
See what the response is. You know.
Yeah, we'll see. Like I'll
Hold
see my
new
viewership
territory.
drop. I'll be like, dude, I had 10 people a minute ago. Now I've got nobody following me. Not even my mom's.
Well, except for that one weirdo.
He's like, this is the best one so far.
Can you do more like this?
Everyone's going to love this video.
The user's name is like Golden Showers 5.
Dan Frega's going to love this. He's always going off about the bukkake.
When I say I like bone broth, that's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, enjoy Frozen, man.
Will
So-
do. It's the family holiday movie night, I guess.
Yeah, I used to do those.
Yeah.
More
Ain't
getting
nothing
out,
wrong with that.
getting out with a baby is muy difficult.
Yeah. I've been working on some Kickstarter stuff that I'm thinking about doing.
Good.
Yeah,
Karen,
I was talking to Enrique about it. I was like, should I just do something that's general, or should I do something that is as well as the extreme Tim Visual nature?
I say do what makes you happy, bro. Like
It all makes me happy. That's the problem. And Enrique said, well, then do both of them at the same time. And I'm like,
well, that's nutty advice. Don't take that advice.
that's what I'm saying, man. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's insanity talking.
Yeah.
I love Enrique, but dude, come on, Enrique. Crazy
All right.
man.
Well, I'm checking
Right.
out.
Oh,
See you
damn.
guys.
All right, man. Peace out.
And go.
And the man. What's up, Matt Yaki?
What up, Yaki?
That
Hello
was
there.
fast,
Hello.
bro. You done did it.
I've actually been here for about 20, 25 minutes.
Oh, you made us wait and shit, man.
That's,
Make
That's
it
what
a
the-
fashionable entrance.
That's what sexy people do. He's like, I can make her wait.
Fashionably late.
yeah,
Madman.
things to do. Things to do.
Yeah.
Right.
What are you having? What is that?
Some of that fruit salad.
Oh, man. I wanted some of that.
It's good. It's good.
This no sugar things is, I've been pretty good with it so far, but I've been saying no to things that I don't want to say no to.
Yeah.
You know, but I can feel it. I actually feel a little more peppy in the morning. If it wasn't for the pain in my throat,
Yeah.
everything, my energy levels are good.
That's good. Yep. Hey, Kevlar.
You're drawing in Photoshop tonight, right?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. Joel Eustace has a question. Yeah.
What are you drawing on an iPad with a stylus? Cool drawing that you are doing now, by the way. Joel, what's up, man? Happy Thanksgiving to you, sir. I'm using Photoshop CS or C Creative Cloud 2015 on an old machine. I'm using brushes that I made myself, and this is I decided to do the upper jaw and lower jaw in layers because they were undecided. So I'm putting one in with the upper jaw, one in with the lower jaw, and because it's going as fast as it is, I'm going to color it. Really, really fun. Like, hopefully it'll be good. I don't know if it will, but I'll do my best.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm loving all the rendering on the under the cheekbone, on the teeth, and on the back.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I don't like. I like rendering. I don't do it a lot. I mean, most of my stuff is like pulling lines out of shadows and that sort of stuff. But I find, like, especially when I'm drawing big and trying to draw fast,
Yeah.
that rendering is a fun way to do it, and especially with this method where I do that big chunky gray. It helps me isolate like where those renderings should go, and I think about the shapes of the thing I'm rendering. So like these teeth right now, I'm thinking about kind of how the rendering lines would wrap around them.
Yeah, I saw what you were doing with like the back of the skull. You had like a thicker gray line, and under the jaw, on the bottom of the jaw there, you've got
Right.
another one.
Exactly.
That's a fucking great idea.
Thank you, man.
I like that. Yeah, it's reminding me the renderings reminded me of Wrightston.
Oh, that's a huge compliment. I love Bernie.
Yeah.
He was a not only a wonderful like artist, but if you ever had a chance to hang out with him,
Yeah.
he's such a cool dude. You forget that. I mean, this is a weird saying. He's such a cool guy that you forget he's Bernie Wrightson.
I get that.
You know, it's like he was just like fun to hang out with and hear stories, and they're not even stories about comics. They're just stories, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He was a really good dude. Whenever I would do the Pittsburgh Comic Con, and he was a guest too, we would spend a lot of time in the bar afterwards and just kind of get lit up after the show and, you know, chit chat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he was a good
Be
dude.
fun as fuck.
He was a good dude. Used to play darts with Michael Turner. Pittsburgh Comic Con's probably, like, out of all the cons I've been at ever, Pittsburgh is probably my favorite. Mostly for like the experiences. I mean, the fans were always great, but like it seemed to be that they always had like the right balance of guests, and like it was always sort of a get together, you know.
Yeah.
I missed that show.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they
I've,
ended up nicknaming it Murder Con. You guys know why, right?
No.
The guy who ran it, like, I'm more friends with his wife. That's how I ended up getting into the show, but Mike, the guy Michael George, they did a whole Dateline on him too. He had a comic book shop that was robbed. They killed the wife, his wife at the time, and made off with, like, comics and stuff. Well, anyway, 20 years later, evidence arose that said it was him that did it, and they arrested him and put him on trial, and now he's in jail.
Holy crap!
So yeah, they call that show Murder Con now. Like, the nickname they give it is that, which I think, it's kind of mean, especially given, like, sure, it was his show, but, like, for me, it was always like Renee, his wife Renee, and, like, the kids. I always thought that they did a lot of the amazing work. Okay, so here's the line art. Here's the line art for the skull with the beret. Let's see, how long did it take us? We've been in here an hour and 5 minutes, so let's call it an hour. So then we're going to do the quick coloring of it. All right, let's do a quick color. So I'm going to see new layer.
I'd make a dope patch.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
Like in a circle?
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to do the quick color. It says, no pixels were selected. That's because I want to do this. Oh, see, there's broken lines in there somewhere. I got to find those broken lines because I want to be able to trap that out. Hold on.
Top left corner by the beret.
Thank you, Matt Yackey. See?
That's fucking awesome, Yackey.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He knows. That's why he's Matt Yackey.
I've been doing this for 25 years. Find
the liability.
Now, is that the only one? I don't know, but we'll see.
Oh, it's not the only one. Let's see here. Where are they getting in? In the teeth, maybe? Let me kill the jaw real fast.
Now, on the right side by the eye, lower portion, just bottom of the, there's some eye socket.
I see it there, yeah.
Yeah.
So, B.
Yeah.
Wait, give me a second. And
teeth right there.
Yeah. And two over for one more over. Where'd you go? Yeah, there. It looks like it.
It looks closed now. What happened to Jason Bascom? I thought he was hopping in.
Oh, I don't know.
He was there for a little bit. I didn't hear him say anything. I wonder if he could hear us.
I'm missing another one. Oh, there it is. Right there. I had all this talk yesterday about how I'm Mr. Closed Lines, but today when I have the color, yes, shit, man, it keeps coming back.
Wait, what are you trying to?
Murphy's Law.
I want to do a flat behind him. There it is. Found it.
Oh,
right
yeah.
There. It's glaring. Jeez Louise, man.
That was.
Yeah. Good God. All right, let's try it again. Boom. Yay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So contract by 1. Then find a nice flat color. I want him to be sort of in this greenish yellow right there. So we do this. Oops, could not fill because that layer is hidden. What do you mean it's hidden? It shouldn't be hidden. There we go. Boom. There's that color. So then
it says everyone was a robot, so he ducked out.
Oh, that sucks. Maybe
it
might be a technology thing. Like how my phone was doing it yesterday.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. Because everything sounds good here.
Yeah, I've got no issues.
Yeah, likewise. There we go. I just have to remove.
Oh. Jude says this would make an awesome challenge coin, maybe for an advanced tier in a campaign.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing for sure. We're doing a coin for Black Flag, the new one. I'm not. It's gonna be basically the prop, a prop of one of the story. Hold on, boom, take that out. It's gonna be one of the props from the story, but
Nice.
There's nothing wrong with doing more than one. I'll tell you that. All right. So this, a lot of times when I don't know what color I want to color the cat, I will play with things until I find it. Like I like that blue right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go with that. Maybe saturate it a little bit. Throw a little more saturation on it to comic book it out a little more.
Yeah.
Like that. And then I wish I could show you guys the full tools here. But I'm going to show you the quick color way that I do things. Especially like when I do ad work where stuff has to be colored really fast. It doesn't have to be pretty, but it has to be colored fast. So what I do is I will find maybe where the shadows are. So we'll say it's underneath the beret here, underneath the lip of the beret, this part of the beret, this part of the light eye socket, underside of the skull, up and under here.
That is a badass skull.
Thanks, man. Some bits here on the teeth, like this, probably a little bit in the front here, a little in the nose. So then what I do is I do an Apple J or a Command J. And what that does is it copy pastes those selections right in, but then I'll change that new layer to multiply, just like that. See? And then I'll slide it until the value is right around where I want it to be, which is right there.
Awesome.
And then I'll do the same thing with the light, right? So then I will go back into my original flat layer, find all of the parts that I want to be at least the next tone of highlight. So we're going to say the bridge of the eyebrow, this part of the nose, a little bit of that, a little bit of this edge, that bit there, this part of the teeth, like this part of the mouth, this part of the cheek, like this, maybe a little bit there. I'll do a Apple J or Command J again, but this time I'm setting the layer to screen. See, you do that, and then you reduce that opacity down a little bit so it gets to a nice sort of mid-tone. So then what I'll do from there is I'll go into my screen layer that I just did and possibly draw with it. So I can come in here and draw some rendering lines into that color like this. So it's sort of like drawn in, and it's almost like a grad in itself.
That's cool.
Yeah, it works. I mean,
It's a quick way.
yeah, exactly. It's like, and a lot of times with advertising, they just want they want it fast, you know.
Yeah, totally.
So then from here, I might just merge those color layers like this. Hopefully they'll keep their properties right. They did. So then I will then go back again with this, create a brand new layer that'll be screen. Screen. And now I still eye drop that color, which is our highlight, but I use that as the screen over that color. So when it screens over itself, it's a highlight version of itself.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about picking the right value or the right color. And if it's too hot, then you just reduce the opacity on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'll come in here and add some bits of texture like this. Go along with the contour of the skull to give it a little more texture and such. A little bit of shine on those teeth, those front teeth. Maybe a little peekaboo shine in there. Make it seem a little wetter than it is. Maybe throw a little tiny underlight up under there. I don't like that. But what I can do is possibly take an orange tone. Don't take that orange tone with me. And hit up some sort of underlight possibilities.
Nice.
I may or may not keep them, but they seem kind of fun now.
Always looks good.
And some bounce light.
Yeah, just a little bit. But then here we go. Here's the black flag pin. Like that. And then the other thing we can do is go create a new screen layer on top of the line art and be able to pull some of that coloring into the black.
Yeah.
We can basically render some of that stuff into the black, like that color. Like that. Also, if we had like an airbrush, for example, we could just find the airbrush. Boom, right there. Whoop, whoop. That says normal. Let's make that screen. And then make that brush nice and big, but low opacity. Get that orange back that we had. Boom, orange. And don't worry, anybody that's asking for the lower jaw, I'll get to it. I promise. Bring that opacity way down.
Frag, I got a full disclosure. That song that was just playing, that song will get stuck in my head throughout the day. I just want you to know that.
The Frega Boom song?
Oh yeah, that song will get stuck in my head. I'll be walking around the shop and I'll start humming it and be like, damn it, that shit's some earworm, man. It's awesome.
It is.
That is my plan.
Twirls the mustache.
Yes.
I see what's up.
I want to take that underlight out. It's not working for me, so that's fine. I like all the other stuff. I think a little less complex is better. And then also with the multiply, I'm going to do one more multiply because I feel like we're lacking one bit of value, which I want to get in there, which is that extra dark one.
Oh yeah.
Just to give that one more bit of form. So do J, Apple J, multiply, boom.
Then it needs to be covered in blood, like it was just ripped out of somebody's head.
But with the beret still intact.
Yeah.
So we got that. And then we got to do lower jaw. Hey, I'm down here, guys. Hey, my eyes are up here. Hey. Hey,
man.
Hey, man.
I am not nice. Oh, Skeletor.
I must have put some of the rendering. I did. I put some of that rendering.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Dun dun dun. That's okay. That's okay. Let's do this one more time.
Oh, that's a good idea, Zaid Comics.
What did he say?
I want the skull as an enamel pin.
Well, that can be done. Hopefully, it's
Yeah,
not. Maybe it's. Hopefully, it's not too detailed. You know, that's my only concern is if it's too detailed. A lot of those things they lose their. I mean, I guess this has enough value that even if it was like mashed out, and we'll see. And in fact, we'll be able to see that right now after we color this, how much we can mash it, because it might mash nice. Like that's the thing. All right. So then now we got to create a new layer for this one under here. So new layer. Boom. Do that. Fill it. Boom. Do get its little bits of light that it wants. Lower jaw's like, you're treating me like a stepchild. Yes, Skeletor, I am.
The bottom jaw stepchild.
Yeah. There you go. So boom. Get that multiply up in there.
Tony Joseph is mashing strawberry dump cake into his face hole.
I love it.
That sounds good, actually.
Oh yeah, it does. I had that one bit of pie, and that's like my sugar for a while. Sad,
That was
sad but
good.
true, but actually good. It's a good thing.
That'll be worth it in the end.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Okay, so let's turn this on. That's the full Monty right there. I think it works good. I think it looks good. Let's try to do the enamel pin thing. So what we'll do for that, and this is my ninja trick for you guys. I always like to give you guys ninja tricks. If I take
I like
this,
ninja tricks.
if I take this and I say new group from layers, I call it BF, and then I say duplicate group, right? And then I turn off the group, and then I say merge group. It now becomes the whole thing, right? And this is where I can do some things like, for example, let's go to filter gallery. This is where you see a lot of people do shitty stuff like, look what I painted. And they basically ran this filter. You can do it on photographs and stuff. So we go to artistic. I usually go to one called cutout. You can mess with the number of levels that it has. But if I was to say enamel pin, I would say let's go with 3. And then edge simplicity. Let's see what it does with that. Edge fidelity. It took our black flag symbol out of there. So let's see let's up the number of levels. I put it up to 5, so we might get our flag back. 7. Let's see what we do there.
Oh, it's funny. The streaming thing doesn't show any of the preview windows that you're seeing.
Really?
Yeah, all we're seeing is the skull, but the preview windows, I can see your mouse moving around, but
That's
they're
a trip.
They're considered the palettes that they're all invisible.
right.
Interesting. Okay, well I'll do this, and then you'll see that it has been changed. So watch it go undo.
Oh yeah.
Do that and then redo.
Wow, that's a drastic change.
Yeah, but that's what would end up happening with like the enamel pin. But then this is another ninja trick I'm going to teach you guys, and you can say, "Oh, thanks, man." So this is a ninja trick. Remember how we had that other group that we called BF? I told you about that. Well, what I can do with this one called BF copy, you can't see what I've done with it, but I'm going to.
Oh, freeze up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was good. He's going to.
He's just taking an extra long pause. Pause for effect.
Who did that?
Oh, there you go. Now you're back.
Okay, see how this is blue right here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I might be able to swing it over here green. All right, now if I take this and I reduce the opacity on it like this, then I can take certain parts that I want to be hotter, like this, and select this, take out that part because I want it to stay with the green. Take this part out, I want it to stay the green. I'm going to add this, and then I subtract out. See how that green lies in there now? Here's before with the green in it, and then here's when I take the green out. So it adds a little bit of a green tinge to the back.
Yeah.
You see
Kind
it?
of pushing it towards the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pushing that atmospheric perspective with it.
Yeah, exactly.
it.
So here's layer off, layer on. It's super subtle.
Yeah.
But it's something. And then the other thing you can do, if I go into let's see, Apple U again, or Command U, is I can make this stuff a lot darker, take much lighter. I can bring the saturation up so that green is really green. I could also play with the tones till it's a tone that I like, and that is one of the little ninja tricks that I like to use. Another thing you can do is you can go like this. You can go to filter, blur, throw a Gaussian blur on it. So it's like a blurry version.
Yeah.
But then set that to multiply. And then you'll see that's like all the way up.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but then when you bring it down right into here, it's a softer light.
Yeah.
So that's one way of doing things. But there we go. This is our dealie from tonight, man.
Damn, I gotta get my computer working.
Who was the one who recommended this? Somebody recommended, and they said upper jaw, lower jaw, all the jaws. So what we'll have is, let me copy this again, duplicate layer, duplicate group, BF copy 2, okie dokie, artichoke, merged group, slam this down in there. You guys can't see what I'm doing in layers. I mean, it's because I have dual monitor. Some of this stuff is over on this one, some is down here. It's weird you can't see filters, but I'm gonna try some other filters really quick on this. Like one of the ones I really enjoy is one called Dry Brush. It does abstract stuff too. There's also watercolor, which makes things look really funky.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Those filters are fun.
yeah, they're a lot of fun. Palette knife, dry brush. Let's see what dry brush does. Yeah, dry brush makes it look really aged and old, like it breaks it up a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see what I can do with this. I'm just gonna hit OK so we can see what happens. Applying dry brush. There we go. See how it took all the detail out? I'll zoom in so you guys can see what happens.
Yeah.
So this is essentially this is probably what the enamel pin would look like.
Yeah.
It's still pretty badass.
Yeah, no, I think it looks cool. I think it looks cool as shit.
I love the shadow, the way it looks on the bottom jaw. It
Yeah.
really stands out.
Yeah, so then I can reduce the opacity on that and get a little bit of column A, column B. I'll leave it B, whichever way. But anyhow, I'm actually gonna keep that as a layer, just as an option. Let me put this BF skull. Okie dokie. And then gotta sign this thing. New layer. I'm gonna sign it in red. Blood red.
Blood red.
The red of the gods. All right.
You guys, we were talking about Metalocalypse, right? You guys ever listen to any of the music?
No.
I haven't.
They have a song called Blood Ocean. It was a movie from the episode or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
whenever I hear blood, I think of that. Blood Ocean.
Someone said put it in a circle, right? So let's do that real quick.
Oh, yeah.
See what it looks like as a patch.
Hell yeah.
All right. Circle. Oh man, I'm gonna have to shrink it down. I have to shrink it down because what do you call it? The hold on, let's see. This
Can
group.
you just make the canvas bigger?
That's my man's right there. Yes, I can. Thank you.
Nice.
Width is fine. I need to just make the height 17. That's great.
There you go.
See, out the box thinking. Sometimes when you're in the jar, you can't see the label. All right.
I like that.
Yeah. All right. That's the signature. So let's move this even smaller. I want it as small as I can get it. Like that. So what do you guys say? Red? What color should be back behind it? Matt, what do you think? Patch color.
I was about to say, yeah. Ask the colorist.
Well, I mean, red's just kind of expected, but maybe well, No. Bright, like maybe try a blue. Try like a bright blue.
Why don't we do the old art director trick of I don't know, and do this
Control you.
Control U, and pump that saturation up,
Yeah.
and
Maybe
then
lighten it a little bit.
drag the slider. Find a color,
I make it a little brighter though, a little lighter.
lighter and brighter. Okay,
Yeah. So that way it'll pop a little bit more.
like that.
Yeah, there you go. Now, let's see. Well, the orange you used last night is always good.
Yeah, I like that orange. It reminds me of the '70s.
Yeah, exactly.
And what about this? I think I know how to turn it up like this. Watch. We'll take this, select inverse. I'll create a new layer just to keep it editable, and then editable.
Who said edibles? What?
Edibles, bro. Know your doses, man. Know your doses.
You took too much, man. You took too much.
Edit, stroke, center. Let's make that stroke like 25. Stroke it.
Stroke it to the east. Stroke it to the
It
west.
needs a bigger stroke than that, man. I was way off. I needed more like 75. Big fat stroke.
Oh,
Big fatty stroke.
what DPI are you working at?
300. Yeah.
Okay.
Boom. There it is.
Nice. I like that.
Yes.
And then what I can do is move these two around to find the right placement for the. Oh, there it is, right there. And then I grab that signature and get it out of Dodge. Grab that,
Oh yeah, there you go.
take it, and move it here. There we are.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's it.
I dig it.
So I'll do save. I'm gonna crop it down to. Come on, croppity cropper.
Crop it. Ooh, crop it.
The Barracuda. Remember we were talking about that shit.
Yeah.
It's I'm so glad they chose Barracuda and not say grouper or crappie.
Crop it. Crop it. Ooh, tilapia.
Oh.
Thank God we were suffering through tilapia back then.
Right.
Ooh.
Okay, so then I flatten image, Bazowie. Discard those hidden layers, yes. And then save the JPEG of it.
Hell yeah.
There it is. So we did it. We did a skull with a beret. We got it upper jaw and lower jaw. We're keeping it now with the upper jaw. But you know what? We didn't even think about that pancake motion. Let's go back to do one more without that lower jaw. Cloud, boom.
Oh,
And then we
I
take
that.
we take that, and then we move it like that. So it's a little more centered. And we go, that's another option too. Hold on, I'm going to do another trick, you guys. So I'm going to duplicate this group. Okie dokie, it says. I'm going to flatten that motherfucker like a pancake. I'm going to put that group underneath that group. I'm going to go Control U. I'm going to turn that group all the way black. Then I'm going to do a big fatty Gaussian blur on that thing. So it's like disgustingly all over the place. Then I'm going to do this. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then you just throw a little bit less opacity on it so
Yeah.
it hovers. And there's that.
Nice.
And then we flatten, do a save as BF skull, no jaw. You guys can't see what I'm saving them as, but that's what I'm saving it as. Flatten image, bezow.
Nice.
And then save that as a JPEG. And these will be up on Twitter and Instagram soon.
Nice.
There we go. So that's that, man. Shit. Okay, let's remove this from the stream. Now we got our big 3 heads. I'm gonna put our link in the thing.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. So where was Plagle off to? I saw him leave.
He's gonna go see Frozen 2, bro.
Frozen 2. Frozen. Okay.
I like.
Okay, a lot of people do.
I like. Look at that. See, Zaid says make it into a pen. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll look into some of the enamel pins. I've been looking at those. They may not even be tier rewards. They may just end up being something that are available here.
No, thanks, Kevlar. I've had this shirt for a long time.
Oh, yeah, that's a great shirt. What up, Jason?
Oh yeah, it is.
Hey,
Nice.
Jason.
Hey, how's
You're
it
in.
going? Yeah. Yeah, it's not
Wait, what?
robotic anymore. It was weird.
Aren't you sure?
I don't know.
Yeah. These
Yeah,
things are
that was
finicky.
that was sweet, man. I like the lower. No, I like it without the lower jaw. I thought that turned out great.
I like without the lower jaw once you put the drop shadow in. Without the
Yeah.
drop shadow, I like the bottom jaw in there.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
tricks, man. There'll be maybe I'll make 2. Who knows?
Right?
That might be the trick.
Be some dope rewards for the tiers for the campaign.
That's true. So the stuff that I'm gonna have, for sure, because they're important to me and they're important to the book, is there will be a coin, but there's a coin. I showed you guys this before. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me do share screen again, and then just do a regular share of this screen right here. That screen, there it is. Where did I put those things? Were they on Hero? I think they might have been on Hero. Hopefully my smut folder doesn't pop up. That would be embarrassing.
This better not be porn.
This better not be porn again. All right, let's see. Boom.
It's reference. It's just, really explicit reference.
That really helps when convincing my wife.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah. All right, here we go. This is some of the pencils and stuff that I showed you guys before with Kid Supreme, but one of them was a Black Flag. Oh, young Dan Fraga with a can of spinach. Young Dan Fraga with hair. Yay. Let's see. There's the Black Flag image before it was penciled. Spider-Man.
You and Ethan both had that hairstyle.
We did, man, because
Yep.
and our punishment was to lose it. I think that like there's a very fair sense of justice, Oh, you have beautiful hair. You're gonna do that fucking shit with it? No, you don't get hair. That's basically what happened.
And I'm all about doing crazy shit with your hair, man.
Yeah, you are, man. Here's some stuff you guys didn't see. This is sample stuff. So no one ever saw this profit piece that I did. This never got inked. This was 8/4/92. This is August of 92. I drew that. Think about how ancient this is. But yeah, this never got inked. And I don't even know where the pencils are. Same with this. This was a brigade pinup that I had done that never saw print either. And you could see that down in here it says Fraga Scott. Paul Scott was really Rob Liefeld. And what the reason he created that fake name is he wanted to ink us new guys. He had big ambitions. He wanted to ink our books. This is pre-Danny Mickey, pre-Norm. But he didn't want people to go, oh, Liefeld inked it, so that's why it's good. So he wanted to give a plausible reason. So he created the Paul Scott. Yeah, it was. Here, these are the Youngblood Zero pages that I had done. But I'm trying to find. Oh yeah, see that's Liefeld inking over my pencils.
Wow.
So yeah,
Nice.
there's only like a few instances of it, and in fact, I really like when he did that. See that face right there? This face that's partially inked. That was inked by Jim Lee. Yeah, he was in the
Hell
studio.
yeah.
So yeah, these are like little,
Wow.
of course, when you're a kid and just breaking into comics, you're like, oh my God, Jim Lee just inked me. Oh my God,
Yeah, really.
Right.
This was a Kid Supreme piece. To be honest, I couldn't tell you who inked it. Maybe it's Marlowe. I'm not sure. A lot of Kid Supreme. This was another cover, a variant. This is the old classic Naked at School. This is one of my favorite pages in the book. And again, I was up to hiding stuff. So I have a Wu-Tang shirt down here. He's got a Black Flag poster back there.
Hell yeah.
He's got a Buzz Lightyear up here. This is when Toy Story was new. Ooh, look, it's Tiffany. Yeah, with her booty, big old booty.
Hi.
All about bootskis. This is when he was trying out his looks for school. He had his like hippie look, his grunge look, his Grey Poupon look. Then he settled on a sweatshirt and jeans. Some more dream, but I'm trying to find the reason I'm going through this stuff is there was it's the picture of Hellfire with the coin.
Oh.
Yeah, and Matt knows the story, so that's why he's like, oh shit, yeah. Here's Reptile. Reptile was fun to draw, man. Look at that. I was at my most Todd McFarlane when I was drawing that character.
Wow.
Alien.
That's awesome. That last page was awesome.
This face one or this
Yeah,
one?
with the big, yeah, that one.
Yeah, that was doing I was doing Alien. I was doing Alien, and then of course that's like a Heisman pose, and then the Norm Rockwell deal.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, hit more stuff. Here's me, glutton for punishment, doing a top angle of a library. I don't know what I was thinking doing that.
Making your colorists suffer.
Not to mention the anchor.
Of course, I'm sure they just, whoever did that at the time.
They made it blue.
Yeah, man.
There you go. Broken back. Girls when we used to draw them with their snapped backs. That was the way. This house is based.
Oh.
That's the way things were done back then.
Yeah.
You're back.
Yeah. Let's see. More butts and boobs, like ridiculous. I must have been young when I did those.
Oh no.
Yeah. There's the fight. Look, there's David Schwimmer from Friends. This is when they were jumping through the TV. So here he's on Oprah. Here he's on Cheers. He's on Friends here. Here he's on Aladdin, Batman Adventures. Really horrible girl drawings.
Funny.
That was a cover of a book that never happened. Let me see if I can scroll faster. I'm sensing it. Oh yeah, that's early. This is early stuff. There's some Black Flag. I feel like we're getting close. Hold on a second. What's this? That's still Kid Supreme. Yeah, we're getting close. Thank you guys for your patience, man. This page.
I mean, we get to see a bunch of cool pages. So I mean,
Yeah, exactly. I'm just looking at those.
But this page, the actual original is water damage. So this
Yeah, I
panel
still gotta
down.
work on buildings and just,
Yeah, this page I still
We're gonna
own.
have fun to
This
draw.
is one of the ones that I'll never sell. And it's there
that is
are
a badass page.
sentimental reasons. There's Zayd right there. What up?
Hey.
Zayd?
What up, Zayd?
Hey,
How are you,
how
sir?
you doing? These pages
Welcome.
are awesome.
Welcome to the stream. Can you guys hear
Hold
him?
on, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
there
think
you
so.
go.
Yeah.
Looked like he got all fuzzy again, and then so did Jason. So I drew this page the last time I saw my grandma alive. That's the short of it. Having trouble connecting is often caused by an unstable internet connection, it said, but we're back. There we
So
go.
how many people are we hearing right now?
I don't know.
Well, we've got 5 people in here. I've been able to hear all of you so far.
Plus,
So far, yeah.
the deal.
Yeah. I don't know what's
I hear everybody.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna kill J. Scott Campbell in a second.
Oh,
There he is. There he is.
Oh, poor guy.
There he is getting shot in the head and in the chest.
Oh,
Ting ting, double tap, and that's her going, ooh, if you got fooled by the titties again.
They are distracting.
Every day. That is Carl Allstetter helping out, Pat Lee. This is Pat Lee and me. This is Shelby Robertson. And then here it is, guys.
There it
This
is.
is the most important page
Yeah, it's sick.
to the brand new storyline. This page was drawn almost 25 years ago. It was drawn in 1995, and this is how the Black Flag series ended. Uh-oh, there it goes. It comes back. This is how the Black Flag series ended, and I said to be continued.
Oh,
Looks awesome.
he's freezing up.
No, it's just another dramatic pause.
Yeah, there we go.
Just keeping us around waiting with bated breath.
That coin he's holding,
Yeah.
that coin is probably the most important artifact to this new storyline, and that's why we're going to make a coin. So this was my long ass way of telling you guys about the coin that we will have.
Oh, you're frozen.
There we go. The other thing that I'm going to do is there is going to be you guys remember decoders like
Yeah.
drink your Ovaltine and shit like that. Like
A crummy commercial? Son of a bitch.
right. So what's going to happen is, and I'm not gonna tell you why we're going to need it, but you won't need it. I'll have a decoder in the back of the book, but so
It'll be more fun with a decoder.
it'll be more fun. Exactly. I'm not going to take that
I don't know
element.
sign language. You can start doing that.
Yeah, or Braille. Weren't we supposed to be seeing a coin idea? Yes. See, I took the long fucking road, man. You know, the difference between Liefeld and me when it comes to storytelling is I will branch off. I'll go,
Or he's communicating something.
and then I come back to that
There you go.
point because I remember what the point is. But he will go trunk, branch, twig, leaf, leaf floating through the wind. It flew off. Ooh, look, squirrel. Look at that squirrel run off. Cotton candy, you know. And then you go, but tree, bro. What do you mean? But tree, bro. Oh yeah,
We were talking about this thing over here.
yeah. But no, I had a point trying to find that thing. So that coin is called the Gulkin coin, and that's all you need to know for now. And when the book comes out, you'll find out why it's important, and then you'll also find why it's important that we make a decoder. So the absolute for sure's are there will be a book, there will be a decoder ring, there will be a coin. All other stuff is up in the air, whether it's a pin, trading card, T-shirt, print, whatever. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that because I need to make sure that everything is within the realm of being made and that we can make those costs. So the other avenue would be certain things. If I can't do a campaign that covers the cost of those things, from what I understand, Indiegogo, you can run a store, so you can kind of
in demand.
Yeah, exactly. Pick and choose and go. Oh, I want to get.
Hey, I'm jumping out because I can't hear. I can only hear one of you, so I'm done. I'm jumping out. There's a lot of background noise where I'm at anyway.
Okay, Jason.
All right.
Thanks for joining, man.
Hey, brother.
Take it easy.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. I still have to price that stuff out. What's important to me right now is the format of the book. What I've heard, what does it say? Atomic Red says go back to the sweet Spider-Man image. Let me see which one you were talking about. Share screen. Share. Here.
What was the full body massage tier going to be set
The
to?
full body massage is you're gonna have to show.
Now you've got my interest. What?
There it is. If you have an Amazing Fantasy 15 in better than 1.5, I will give you a full body massage.
Are you trained in such things?
I'll get trained. Let's just put it that way.
Not that I have an Amazing Fantasy 15, mind you. But
Yeah, but that's my dream book. I want Amazing Fantasy 15.
Some would say that
181.
body massage might be an amazing fantasy.
It might be. Nice. As long as they don't try to
three.
touch me with their Ditko.
Oh,
Oh my god.
oh no.
That's terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
Wrong road.
Wrong. All right, so
Perverted puns. Hoorah!
yeah, you can't go wrong with those. Okay, so
Hell no.
stop sharing. We are back. That image is gone. You guys, what I also have in here, I'm gonna have to share my screen again. God damn it! I keep forgetting. I forget that you guys are old school Extreme fans. And one of the things that I did is I kept records of everything that I worked on. So, for example, here's Blood Strike 1. Okay? So, Blood Strike 1 in pencil form, which nobody else has. Rob doesn't have it, only I have it. This is the cover before Rob Liefeld inked it.
That's awesome.
Not a lot of people have seen that. Here is a piece that I drew and Rob inked. And then here, this is the very, very, very first piece I ever drew. Where did it go? There it goes. Wow. This is the very first piece that I ever saw print, and this was inked by Danny Mickey, one of the very first pieces he inked in the studio.
Hot damn.
This was for the Extreme Tour book, and then this is page 1 of Blood Strike 1.
Yeah.
Let's see, page 2. As you can see, the lettering is on there.
Nice.
Page 3. So nonetheless, what you can see on in this folder is I have Blood Strike 1, Blood Strike 2, Blood Strike 3, a bunch of Kid Supreme, a bunch of Black Flag. So all that stuff eventually, I got to figure out how I'm going to do it. I may make it available as a PDF. I may make it.
Uh-oh.
That would be awesome.
Dramatic.
Frozen.
Pause.
Here we go. Oh, there I am.
Now you're back.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. We're connected to the thing. Just Google Challenge Coin Maker and several sites will come up. I saw that.
Somebody's using your internet, I think.
Right. Somebody's trying to watch Netflix.
Yeah.
You know what I could do is I have an app on here where I can kill people.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's
So with my steps
They have an app for that?
They do.
It's like the Suicide Squad neck collar.
Exactly.
That's where it's coming from, too.
When I hear a child screaming,
Battle Royale.
No, I'll go in. That's what happens, dude. I told you.
One of those big old video games going on in the background.
Right, right. Anyhow, I'll make that stuff available somehow, some way. Because I know people want to see it. Oh, there we go. It says I'm in, guys. That was Zaid. I got to pay attention to those little banners and things. So anyway, guys, I think what I'm going to do also is I think I'm going to pay for StreamYard the way it is now, where you see the Black Flag symbol and all that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I have a couple of days left before I can do it. I might just pull the trigger on it tonight. Pay for it, and then also learn about the OBS virtual cam, kind of how Comic Book Bob had his in there. Well, what I was after I talked to Peter Samedi about this, I'll be able to do pre-recorded videos like the interviews and such through StreamYard and do what we're doing now, as long as I have my camera set to virtual cam ran through the OBS. So I basically port all those videos, my camera, any sort of infographics, any of that fun business, intros, things like that. Yeah. I'll be able to do it that way. So I think I'm going to bite the bullet and do that. Use the other one for a mobile solution. And, you know, I like doing the long shot, chilling in the chair. Because it's more
very unique.
Chilled out. Yeah, it's
camera angles. Yeah.
It's different, you know.
Add some cinematography to the show.
That's right. That's
the cool thing about here's StreamYards, when you do get the full version, you could do all those little like cuts that you've been doing on your other like OBS with like putting up commercials or your intro or whatever. It will show you when you get the full version. I know when John Malin was streaming, he was doing that a lot. Cecil, I know he's a big YouTube guy. He does that, and you could basically just cut in videos, and it's just
you can just throw random clips. You can use sound effects.
You just have to set them up beforehand. I believe it's just probably 10 buttons that you just click on. That
maybe I'm looking at this thing, and like when you go to brand, it lets you do brand color. Mm-hmm. So right now, all of our names are in purple.
Right.
But I can make them blue right now. Cool. See that?
Yeah,
boom, we're in blue. Well, now we're in green. I like the green. I can make it minimal like this, right? I can hide the Black Flag symbol. I can do an overlay like this live with StreamYard.
Oh yeah.
And I can add or take away the background back there like that. But I don't see anything for sound effects. But maybe that's something like you said with the paid.
Yeah, it probably unlocks with that. Is this like the trial you're doing right now?
I'm doing the trial, but it said full feature for 7 days to decide. So Malin may in fact be running it through an OBS also to do the sound effects and things like that. So
OBS seems to be where it's at. I was talking with my buddy Casey, who's he was saying he's been doing streaming for a long time. He recommends OBS highly. There's
that one's been around
many
forever.
layers. Yeah,
StreamYards is really new.
The only
a lot of stuff.
The only thing I don't like about OBS is you're sort of leashed to a computer, like a physical.
right.
Yeah, but you need to be. You have to be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true story. But I like pushing boundaries. So we'll have what we're gonna do is we'll do both. That's just it. We'll do both. And anything that I find to be like, I miss having an intro when I do these shows. I miss the intro. I miss that.
Hell yeah.
And also I like this format of being able to do this. The other thing that Yaki and we talked about this today regarding the format of the show. So what's going to end up happening is I'm going to do my best to do the live show continuing into the new year, and I will debut pre-recorded content. So like the interviews with creators, the how-to draws, the pen reviews, things like that I will film and put a little music on and give a real professional look to it. Those are all going to debut on the live show like we have now. But then about a week later, they'll be broken off into individual YouTube videos. So that way I can slap ads on them. Because my main goal now is to get that Orbi range extender / signal repeater, because it would be nice to have that full 1,000 down here. You know?
Yeah.
Otherwise I'll have to stream from my laptop in the living room, and no one wants to see my mother-in-law in her underwear. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for thinking of us, Dan. We appreciate that.
That's what I do.
He's doing you a favor.
That's what I do.
It's a real friend.
Yeah, Jude says, challenge. Sorry, man. Challenge coins are a few bucks to make. Got to go back on that topic. Yes, they are. The person I was talking to about challenge coins, because he did a lot of the legwork, is Brian Polito. Yeah, he has some of the finest challenge coins and found really good price breaks. The problem I found is, and like I said, I was talking to Rooster Puncher, is I found some good price ones that were like under $7, but they were only stamped on one side. They were what do they call it? Die cast. So they were stamped. So the stuff that is two-sided, I found like a lot of those are a minimum of like $15, right? And I go, okay, but if I get 100 of them, let's say I make 100 of them available, suddenly I'm in $1,500. And is 100 enough, or is it too much? So I need to find the spot, but I also want super quality. I also want it to look like the prop in, like when someone holds it up in the comic, I want you to hold it up and be like, I have that motherfucker in my hand.
Right.
You know?
Right. Set it as a stretch goal. I mean, if you meet, certain milestones, you can set it as like this tier stretch goal,
Right.
That's something Billy Tucci is actually putting on his campaign right now for She. He's doing like the She coin that she has around her neck.
Yeah, so there you go. There you
really
go.
Cool. And I know Ethan launched just a crowdfunding for.
I don't like those. I don't like those. I told them as much. They're like silver dollars with stickers on them. I'm not a big fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I mean, I don't know. That's just personal preference. I think a collector thing is a collector thing. If somebody, if they want a Beanie Baby of shit, and then that's that's what the audience demands, then make it. But I'm of the mind if I was to make a Black Flag coin that was like strictly non-prop, I would create something like that skull we did tonight. Yeah, and I would find a way to make it in antiqued brass, so it like you can show it. Like if you showed, and this is again this is personal taste, but if I showed that coin to say my grandpa, he's no longer with us, he'd go, "Oh, that's a cool little cartoon coin. Like that's got a cartoon on it. That's cool." Yeah, but if I showed him like a brass version of it, whoa, that's interesting.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like it's
etched in.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Jude says you could get cheaper than that. Akuma asks, how close to 4,000? Last night we broke our 4,000. So congratulations to all of us. You guys made it happen. I I have AdSense. I'm part of the Google, not Google, the YouTube. I forget what they call it. But then I have to go through the third step, which is a vetting that they make sure that I'm not violating copyrights, that my content isn't threatening, that it's not offensive. Not we can say shit, fuck, damn, and cut, and like things like that. But we don't want to say this individual is a expletive. You should do this to the individual. That's what they're looking for. That no hate.
Yeah,
which we have done.
Make sure you're not showing commercials that are someone else's that you directed, right?
What's that?
I said make sure you're not showing content like commercials that you directed and you worked on, but someone else owns.
Very much, exactly. That's very much what happened, which was weird because it's like that's literally my work. I did, and Matt Yaki did all the colors on it. Dennis Shin did all the After Effects work. I storyboarded it, I edited it, I drew all the elements, I put it all together. So trying to use it as an educational example, you would think you could go, well, this is how I did it, kind of break it down, but apparently no, even if it's been off the air for almost 10 years, which is, crazy.
Ridiculous.
Got to protect that IP, man.
Yeah. So one of the things I was thinking of doing, because one, I'm sure they probably identified it with the sound, right? There's probably algorithms that go, hey, that fits this. Then you go, oh, the picture as well. But I wonder if I was to take the clip itself.
Coming for you, Yaki.
It's Matt Yaki's house.
Oh, did you guys hear that?
Yeah, of course.
Oh no, it was a ambulance. Ambulance right outside my window just lit up and shot it off across the street.
There we go. I'm going red light style. But I was thinking of maybe doing the bottom would be the content I worked on. The top would be the actual work I did, like the storyboards or whatever. So it's split screen, probably vignetted, and then kill the audio and just do a voiceover over it. I think that
you should be able to do that.
I think that might be able to do it.
Fair use covers educational, reproduction.
Right.
If you're using it for educational purposes or parody, then you can use
it. It would strictly be educational purposes. I mean, that's the thing. It's like I want to show people how storyboards are applied and how they're translated. Somebody deep fry a turkey. Oh, who deep fried? Oh, yeah, that's probably what happened. Why that ambulance was going by.
Oh no,
possible.
It's true.
Gotta watch that oil once it's done.
I'm
man.
putting the link in the chat one more again. We just hit the 2-hour mark, which means I'm gonna be turning into a turkey soon. So what's gonna happen this weekend, guys? Just giving you a fill-in is I'm driving to Tennessee tomorrow to do a store signing Saturday and then a show on Sunday. So I will be strictly mobile, and depending on the signal from the hotel, it may end up being single camera. It may not even be StreamYard. It might be StreamYard. I'm going to bring my laptop and see what happens. But I'm not going to guarantee a long stream because there's too many factors that it could turn to shit. So
hotel Wi-Fi is notoriously garbage.
Right, exactly.
Unless they've got the pucks in the hallway, they put like the routers behind walls and stuff, so it's always constantly blocking signal. That's why hotel Wi-Fi is garbage.
Yeah, I might end up doing a single signal off the phone just to give you guys a what's up. Did you watch the commercial in its entirety without?
Bam!
You just mentioned the commercial and they got it.
There we go. Where we go? Wait a second. There. Boom. Did you watch the commercial? Yes, I did. I watched the thing in its entirety, so that might be part of it too. Instead of stopping and pausing, that's a really good point, Jude.
Yeah.
Dan, try to be live even for 30 minutes or so. I need this now. Tony Joseph, I'll do my best. Just remember, I'm going to be in a hotel room that I've never been in a town I've never been in, with my 6-year-old by myself. So hopefully he's going to show off. I guarantee you he's going to show off because he loves to stream with us. And he loves you guys, and he loves that you love him. So, and he knows you love him. So he's a little wild in here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But hopefully we'll be able to pull it off. Posting the link in the stream one more time. Unless you guys inside of our what do we call this? Fragaboom squares. Why don't you put it in charge? Yeah. Anybody have any crazy topic you want to talk about on Turkey Day? I can start. I'll say this. I am grateful. I'm going to talk about gratitude. And I know that's some pussy shit. Well, I don't care. I don't care if it's
putting good energy out there, man.
Yeah, exactly right. So this is one of the things that I think is weird. And I was thinking about this when I was driving to Doom Patrol yesterday. I was driving and I was looking at the countryside out there and I was like, man, it's some beautiful country out here. And then I was thinking about like all the places that my wife and I looked at when we first found out we were losing the place we were living in. We looked at a lot of places in California, and a lot of them were way out. Matt will know this, like Lake Elsinore.
Oh,
and, yeah. Yeah, Lake Elsinore. 909, way out there. And we were trying to stay in California, and I think about like what life would be like if we stayed. And I know that my LA storyboard work, I had plenty of it, but to be able to live out there and take care of 7 people, I could have done it, but I would have been like taxed to the absolute bone, and probably like
you'd never have survived the 91 freeway from Elsinore up into never.
There you go, and there's that. So I was thinking about how awesome it is that I'll tell you how I got my storyboard work here, and I'll just say it like some people are religious, some people are atheists, but I'm just going to say grace of God. So I worked on this film in 2004 called The Transporter 2, and it was directed by Louis Leterrier. He also directed Clash of the Titans, Now You See Me, the brand new Dark Crystal that's on Netflix right now. That's all Louis.
Did he do a Hulk too?
He did the Hulk. He did the Hulk with Ed Norton in it. Thank you, man. I totally forgot.
Wow, cool.
Yeah. So this is a buddy of mine, and he had an assistant named Pam. Pam is the travel coordinator on Doom Patrol. And when she found out that I was looking for more storyboard work, she showed my work to this was on Legacies. I'm sorry. She's travel coordinator on Legacies. She showed the show creator my stuff, and they were like, yeah, bring him in. So
nice.
and then she's friends with this guy named Chenzi who works over on Doom Patrol. And he brought me in on Doom Patrol, and I'll tell you what, man, that's like, I still do a lot of work for LA, but like that's where almost all my I work my ass off for those shows. But I'm grateful for the fact that those were opportunities that I had no idea about a year and a half ago, zero idea, and it was because of good relationships and just like you said, putting positivity out there that it came around. And here I am in a place where I'm really happy. Matt Yackey's here. I'm happy about that. Happy about Andre Kromoff. I'm happy about how everything has kind of settled in a way that like had I planned it, it couldn't have gone even better than it has, and I didn't plan it. So that's what I'm grateful for. And obviously I'm grateful for my family. Who it's all about taking care of them. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for you guys who over the last month and a half, even though we haven't met in person, some of us have. But I feel like I've got new friends that I hang out with at night. So it's cool. I really dig it. So that's my gratitude spiel, guys.
I agree.
If you guys want to say you're thankful, you can. If you don't, then fuck off.
Oh yeah. I mean, today is the day for giving thanks, right? Being thankful for what we got.
Holiday, and it's the one holiday where it's like, you're not having to buy Valentine's candy or Christmas. I like Christmas too, but it's not commercialized. Like, sure, there's turkey and all that, but like, I feel like the powers that be made it really hard to commercialize Thanksgiving. You don't see a lot of people with blow up turkeys or, right. Chuck Arnold, what's up, Chuck Arnold? Chuck Arnold asks, "You're coming to Nashville this weekend?" ? Yes, sir, I am. I'm trying to think of I don't know where it's at. Let me try to find it. Nashville Comics, December 1st. Well, Nashville Comic Con, December 1st.
Nashville.
December 1st. What
Yeah,
does it say?
I've yet to go to Nashville.
Says Comic City Con, Nashville Comic and Toy, the Fairville, there it is. Nashville Comic and Toy Day, Fairgrounds, Nashville. This is it right here. So if I go more info, see, I don't even know enough about this thing. View convention site, Comic City Conventions. Anyway, yes, I'm going to Nashville. I believe it's at the Nashville Fairgrounds. It's it's in Franklin. That's right. Chuck, stop on in, dude, please. Let's see what it says. Get tickets. What does it say as far as? I'm so nearsighted that this is really weird. But yeah, December 1st, Tennessee State Fairgrounds. Oh yeah, there's my name. Special guest, Dan Frega. There I am.
Frega boom.
There it is. So that's the one. That's the one. All military and family admitted free with ID. Nashville Comic and Toy Show at the Tennessee State Fairgrounds. So this is the poster for it. That's where I'll be Sunday. Saturday I'm signing at a store. I don't even know the name of the store. Sadly, like I wish I could promote it. Let's see. I gotta look up the man who has got me into the whole business. Here's your hotel info for Nashville. The store signing will be Saturday from 4 to 6, but it doesn't say what store.
Oops. I'll pick one.
Just guess.
Wherever you want it to be.
But when I find out, I'll let you guys know. That's for sure. But Starbase, dude, you know more than I do. Thank you, Chuck Arnold.
That's great.
Nice.
Thank you very much. Starbase.
1552.
Starbase 1552. Let's look that up.
That's a cool name for a shop. I like
It
that.
kind of is.
Starbase 1552 Comics. 401A, Cool Springs Boulevard, Franklin. Let's see. Do they have a website? Yes, website. Starbase 1552 Comics. Let's see. Exciting adventure. Wait, sell your collection. Upcoming events. Let's see. Pow. Whoa. They have nothing. Nothing from November to February. So I am the big nothing that is going to show up there. But that's awesome. I'm excited to show up there, sign some He-Man. Hopefully people bring some black flags. In fact, if anybody brings black flags, they will get one pin per person. I'm going to be giving some pins out to those people that bring black flags.
Nice.
Awesome.
And they are awesome pins. I can speak from experience.
So what's Luke? What are you grateful for?
I am grateful for the comic shop I work in.
What's the name of your shop?
All Books and Comics in St. Augustine, Florida. It is
Awesome.
St. Augustine's OG comic shop. She's been in business for 33 years.
Do you guys have 33 years is a good amount of time. It's like there's a shop that I used to shop at as a kid called Flying Colors. It's ran by Joe Field. He's the guy who created Free Comic Book Day, and they've been around the same time. That's cool. Do you guys have a Dark Knight 1 in first print?
Don't think so. I'll check tomorrow.
All right, I'm on the hunt. My main thing is I like finding things in the wild, but I like also having backup plans.
They might have one of those over here.
Yeah.
It's always more fun, the hunt. That's part of it,
That's why it's like Doctor Strange is the only Funko Pop I want, but I have to find him in the wild. That's like how it's got to be.
Yeah.
Because then I go, that one was supposed to be mine versus going on Amazon or doing PayPal or eBay.
Oh, yeah.
Is that you again, Matt?
Yep.
Somebody blowing up turkeys?
Yeah, that's city living.
Gotta love
This is
it.
the must have
Scalded
for
by
me.
hot oil.
Oh, look at
Hey.
that. Main man. the main man.
Nice.
Yeah,
Man, you can fight Steve Sanchez for the Lobo that I drew a couple years ago.
only one.
I draw Lobo because he says frag. Oh, look, the Bob Ross. That's so good. You know, you could if you put some silly putty around the neck and give it a flannel, it could be a George Lucas.
Totally. Yeah, because it would look like his neck was eating his head.
It's true.
That's funny.
Yeah. I met George Lucas once.
Did you?
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. My ex-wife and I made a trip to Rome, Italy, and we got there and we went to this outdoor restaurant, and I'm sitting there and I look up and George Lucas and this really beautiful Italian woman, like gorgeous Italian woman, are just walking down the street on the sidewalk, and nobody's bothering them until I saw him. I sure bothered him.
Hey man, you got to take that opportunity when it presents itself.
I had an ex-girlfriend whose mom dated George Lucas.
Really?
Went on a couple dates with him. He flew her out. So that might have been her. She was a pretty good-looking Italian woman.
It could have been.
Yeah.
It could have been.
She was
Mr. Tony Joseph. I appreciate that, but I have to find it in the wild, man. That's the thing. A Fragapot, man. Just get like a Professor X. Slap some tats up on him, make it so, or find a Picard.
How many of those Doctor Strange Funko Pops did they make? Because
I don't know.
Okay, because I didn't know if there was like one that
you're talking about like a variant of them.
Yeah, because I think there's variants of. I think there's even a second Bob Ross one, if I remember right.
Let's see.
I dodged that pop vinyl bullet, man.
Yeah,
things that I collect, and I don't need another thing.
Yeah, I collect too many statues.
Yeah, I'm not into it, but it's Bob Ross.
They make more than one, Matt Yaki. Good call, bro. Okay. So they make a comic one, over, and a movie one. A comic one and a movie one. I mean, mostly want the comic one.
Yeah, you need that costume. What's the point of?
Yeah, mostly want the comic one, and I'm surprised he does. This one does. I was about to say I'm surprised he doesn't have any like projections, but this one does.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Dang. Sons of bitches. Yeah, and also I want to get the Stan Lee He-Man that they made. Have you guys seen that one?
No.
It's pretty cool. Let me see. Stan Lee He-Man.
It's like Stan Lee, but roided out?
No, his name was, they had like a name for him. What was he called? Standor.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a real fucking original name, but here he is. He kind of looked like Galactus.
Huh.
He kind of looked like Galactus. Let me see if I can find a better picture. Here's one posed out. Over.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
But his name was Standor, and he's dope looking. I mean, it looks just like Stan.
Sounds like a He-Man character.
Exactly. Standor.
There probably is a Standor somewhere in the He-Man universe that we just haven't run into yet.
It wouldn't surprise.
Yeah, there are. I had no idea. I knew about the TV show.
Right.
I was a kid, and suddenly working on this book, it's like there are more He-Man figures and lore to this world than I have ever thought.
That is the absolute truth, and I have to draw them all.
Yeah.
Very small.
Yeah, it's crazy when there's 24 characters on one panel. You just go, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Where am I going to put all of them?
You always find a way.
Oh,
excuse me.
Finding reference for them is a full-time job.
Well, that's why I try to create the biggest folder. That's why I gave you.
I
that
know.
folder.
I don't know what I would do without it.
the mother of all lift files.
Yeah, no, you have. I mean, that's the thing. You have to, especially like like this guy here. Like I've showed him before, Disco Skeletor. Where's the light? Let me get a light on him. I mean, his his boots alone. Like,
Oh yeah,
look at
Ow.
that actually is the Skeletor figure that I used as a reference when I drew Skeletor.
yeah. This is him, and this is the disco version with the shiny
Nice.
shiny
Yeah,
blue.
those
But
boots are
even
a trip, man.
the let me see if I can get that on there. The belt buckle. Oh, there we are. The belt buckle is like a face with snakes coming out of it.
Yeah.
And whenever you draw like a close up of him, of course you got to draw that belt buckle. And again, it's not like, Batman's belt, pouch, 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 we out. This is
Right.
like, you got to draw this face. It's got to be at that angle with the snakes. And, anyhow. Guys, I'm going to kill this stream because I need to get some sleep, get ready for my trip tomorrow. You guys, thank you for being part. Everybody in the Frega Boombox, do me a favor, please, and watch some of those pre-recorded videos. Put some comments on them. Slap a thumbs up if you feel like it's something you do. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're new and you like what you see, please subscribe. Share the channel. I'm trying to grow organically. One of the things that I could do is I could turn into a shock jock. I can, and we could talk about bullshit. But I don't feel like doing that. I feel like talking about real stuff. So let's just grow it. Let's just grow it. So you guys,
Hit that like button.
hit that like button. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Luke. Mr. Matt Yaki, great having you over today.
Thank you. It was fun.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Be well.
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Peace.
You too. Night.
See ya.
Laters.
Wait, he has to